Welcome back to James Redmond TV and welcome to the return of the Sheet of Absolutes. Now, if you are unaware of what the Sheet of Absolutes is, then basically it's a series that I created about a year ago on my Instagram. Then I moved it over to my YouTube. Then I stopped doing YouTube. Now I've started doing YouTube again and thought I'd bring back the Sheet of Absolutes because why not? It's a great show and you all love it.
That's my best friend.
And also, the perfect thing about the Sheet of Absolutes is that everything written on this sheet is absolutely 100% going to happen. So I just want to warn you now, this video is not a predictions video, it's a spoiler. And I've always said that about this show, and I just want you, especially if you're a Man United fan, believe me, you do not want to watch this video, and that's a fact. But the Barnet is looking debatable today, you know what I mean? Let me know, what are you rating the Barnet out of 10? I'm going to give it a solid little 5.5 myself, and I think I'm even giving it a bit of a high mark there. But enough about my shithead Barnet, my big fat head. Let's talk about Liverpool. Let's talk about the game against Manchester United. Now, obviously, Man United are the only team that we have drawn against this season, which is quite shit because we've been boss all year, and the fact that the one team that's made us drop points is Manchester United. Like, fuck that. We need to go and turn them over at our place here and just show them, like, listen, even though you might look back on the season and you could be the only team that made us drop points, at least we turned you over at our place, and it was after that you did make us drop points. But there is a few things in this video that we want to look at, that we want to look into, to see where Liverpool's chances are of winning this game. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really think anything that Man United is going through at the moment is really making them a strong favourite for this game. I'm not saying they can't win, but listen, like we've not lost at Anfield in God knows how long. We've not lost in the Premier League for God knows how long. We haven't lost in general for God knows how long. Only God knows all this, by the way. Obviously, I'm going to go in thinking Liverpool are going to win. It'd be stupid of me not to think Liverpool are going to win. But just looking at recent games against Manchester United, it is a game that we do tend to struggle against, and it's not that I don't think our players can't rise to the occasion, because I don't think it's that big of an occasion no more. I mean, we've been in Champions League finals and shit like that now. We know what the big occasions are, and a game against Manchester United isn't a massive occasion, but obviously I still want to win it, because to me, as a fan, I want to be able to have that thing where we've beat you this season, so right now we're better than you. I mean, even if Man United beat us, we're still better, but you know what I'm trying to say, like, you have the bragging rights until you next play them. It's the same with Everton, it's the same with any bloody derby. Now, looking at recent form, we've obviously won our last however many games. Man United, however, they've lost, won, lost and won, so they've actually had a decent record in the Premier League, to be fair. There's loads of things that Man United have done wrong this season, but one thing I can say is that recently they have been able to pick up a bit of form. A lot of their big losses actually have came out of the league as well, losing to Manchester City in the League Cup and stuff like that. But there's many different things why Man United will want to come out here and get this win. You know, losing, getting banged by City, not being able to beat us, they're below both of us. You know, Man United are known for being the best in England, the greatest team in the world, and now the team that was pretty close to going into the Championship 15 years ago, and a team that was looking to get relegated 10 years ago with Roy Hodgson, are both now the top two in the league and 10 times better than what your club is. So it just shows how times can change and how times can be great for certain people, such as myself and other Liverpool fans. It is just one of them. Like, I can't not do this video without putting a smile on my face. I mean, I will look like the biggest prick if Liverpool do lose this game, but I feel like every Liverpool fan has got to that point where we can go into any game, confidence as fuck, and just say that we're going to win. And if we lose, it's just one of them, because we don't lose often. So it's not really one of them where you can just go, hey, you're shit because you lost this game. Like, nah, it doesn't work that way, because we're probably going to go to our game after that and just go and smash them. Now, the next thing I want to get into is the Sheet of Absolutes' starting 11 prediction. Now, this is pretty much what Jurgen Klopp is going to put out. Is it what I would want to put out? I don't really think so, but it's just what I think Jurgen Klopp will put out. Now, in goal, I've gone with Alisson. I feel like that's a bog standard choice. He hasn't really got any reason to miss this game. I haven't heard anything about injuries towards Alisson, therefore he goes in goal. Left back, I've gone with Robertson. Greatest left back in the league, will cause Man United a lot of problems, I feel, down that wing, putting a lot of crosses into the strikers, the attackers. I think he'll be a big threat. Same with Trent Alexander-Arnold, who I'm going to put right back. You know, a phenomenal player, being in great form recently. I think he's going to give Man United a lot of problems. As well as, I don't feel like it's the same game where, like 2 years ago or something, where Rashford ran rings around Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think he's learnt a lot since then, and he's came up against a lot better players since then. Therefore, I think he can, deal with Rashford okay in this game, hopefully. But then again, Rashford plays more central now, so he's probably going to have to deal with someone like Daniel James or whoever plays on the other wing, Juan Mata. Either way, I'm sure we'll be okay in that department. Going into the centre-backs, I've gone with Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez. I don't feel like Joel Matip is quite ready to come back into the game yet. He's been obviously injured recently, and I feel like it's just best to play the squad that is 100% because we've got enough good squad depth players in there. I feel like Joel Matip, it just wouldn't be worth playing him in this game, especially because we've had such a big rest recently, and we haven't got a big massive amount of games coming up like what we did have over December and at the start of January. Now moving into the midfield, I've gone with Henderson to play the number 6 role, purely for the fact that the same reason with Joel Matip and Gomez. I feel like Fabinho just isn't 100% fit yet. He's obviously been out over December and January. It's good to ease these players back into the squad, and Henderson's been boss anyway. BT England Player of the Year, say no more, and Henderson's sick, lad, and I feel like he has the potential to control this game, especially with how weak Man United's midfield is, especially with injuries and stuff like that. Now, to play slightly ahead of Jordan Henderson, I'm going to go with Gini Wijnaldum as well as Oxlade-Chamberlain. I feel like them two just caused so many problems. Literally would run rings around Man United's midfield if they turn up on form. I feel like their pace, their attack and drive, everything, their pressing, I feel like it'd just be too much for Manchester United's midfield and defence maybe. And also when you start Wijnaldum and Ox, you'd increase your chances of getting goals. So yeah. And then lastly for the front three, I think what I'm going to go with. Mane, Salah and Firmino. Again, standard 3 top class players can cause any team in the world, let alone the Premier League, problems. And listen, Man United's defence is not the greatest. It's probably one of their more stronger points with people like Harry Maguire and Wan-Bissaka, but this season it hasn't really shown that, and I feel like if Man United don't turn up to 100% in this game, then that's going to be a real issue for them. Now, another problem for Manchester United is the injury problems they've got. One thing I want to clear before I actually fully move on to this, because it kind of fits together. A lot of people have been messaging me lately about, oh, you say Sadio Mane is the best player in the world, but Rashford's got more goals than him. Shut up, be quiet, behave. Don't even try and put Rashford on Mane's level at the moment. The difference between Sadio Mane and Rashford, regardless how many more goals Rashford has than Sadio Mane, is Rashford is the only player, especially in this game, who could get Man United goals, maybe with Daniel James as well, but other than that, they don't really have a lot of threat in terms of goal poaching. However, Mane plays around great players, Salah, Firmino, Ox, Wijnaldum, Keita, Origi, all these players who can get such amazing amount of goals. Listen, it's kind of expected. There's a reason why we've scored many more goals than Manchester United this season, and there's also a reason why we've got plenty more points. 27 points to be in fact, and if we win this game, then we'll be on 30 points above them. And not only that, we will still have a game in hand, which if we win that against West Ham, then we will be 33 points above Manchester United. So don't be coming into my lane and telling me that any of your players are better than any of our players. Man for man, there is not one player in your squad that gets into our team, and that includes Paul Pogba. Maybe on his best day when he plays for Juventus, not when he plays for Manchester United, because that best day does not come enough, and it certainly won't be coming into this game, because I'd say besides Rashford and Daniel James, the only other 2 players who could maybe get you goals is Pogba and Martial. And oh wait, they're both out. And so is McTominay, one of your most solid midfielders. Even though he's not great, he's probably one of your better midfielders, and he's injured as well. Your midfield is looking weaker than what it already is. You talk about Polo FC. This isn't even a polo anymore. This is a polo snapped in half, mate. Going into this game, Liverpool really should be just going into it with the mindset of just being aggressive and just pressing them down, because that's what we can do with our full-backs, with our midfield, and with our attack. We can literally cause destruction in this game with the weaknesses that Man United have going into it. As you can see, I am very confident. Anything can happen in a game of football, especially in the Premier League, but I can only go based on what I've seen. I can only go based on what I've heard. I can only go based on what I think the lineups are going to be. And for that reason, I think Liverpool are going to win this fairly comfortably with a nice little 3-0 cheeky win for the Reds. The Reds that will be playing in red on the day, of course. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just very confident. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good day, good atmosphere. I'm going to be there. It's going to be amazing. And, you know, hopefully the Reds can back up the result, because beating Man United and just getting another win under our belt would just lift the morale, and not lift the morale because the morale is already high enough, but you know what I'm trying to say. It'd keep the morale there, it keep the momentum going, and God knows what point tally we could have by the end of the season if we can keep this winning streak going. But let me know in the comments down below your score predictions and stuff like that. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you do so wish, and I will see you all on the flip side. See you later, you sexy motherfuckers.